good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Avant. Plows through the defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He makes a catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Harris. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Avan. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Avant. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Grove. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely, these freshmen have got to go.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going to the run, it's Avant. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Touchdown Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. The 20, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The play fake. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Trojans.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Avant. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Grove. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Leaves it with the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's caught. It's Grove. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give them a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Grohl. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punch it out of the air. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Takes a handoff. It's Avent. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. LSU right back to the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Lost to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Grove. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Williamson. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making it easy.
Wide open spaces. Inside. Touchdown, USC. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to throw on third. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and with that, the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. The short hands, it's Avant. Strong, firm tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. There's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the gun, the ground game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Williamson. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Right on target this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the move. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
So now it's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Williamson. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grab, go to the middle. It's Grohl. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Avant. And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Avant. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Second down coming up. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Took care of it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Hey, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know Mr. Quarterback.
They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these like...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's stopped short, and it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Pressure coming. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. Turning it on! They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. The sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.